Okay guys, so today I'm going to be showing you this pretty amazing trick. So I'm just going to stop talking and get right into the performance. So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 kings. So we're actually just going to leave them aside for now because we do not need them at the moment. But now I'm going to have you freely select a card. So before that I'll just give the cards a little bit of a mix up. And what I'm going to have you do, if I had a spectator here with me, I'd have them call out stop wherever they want. So let's say they said stop right over here. So they said stop at this card, the 4 of spades. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 4 right here, you can see it. I'm gonna actually stick it inside of this packet right here and then put this inside of the middle. So now it is really inside of the middle of the deck, and we're gonna go ahead and give the deck a couple more cuts just like this, okay? So now we're gonna be using the 4 kings over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start vanishing them in different ways. So we're gonna take the first king, the king of diamonds, and we're gonna try and vanish it. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and just like that, you'll actually see it disappear, just like that, alright? So now we'll take the next king, the king of clubs. We're gonna try something here. We just give it a little bit of a wave, just like this. 1, 2, 3, just like that. You'll actually see that completely disappear too. So now we're going to take the king of hearts, just like this, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the king of hearts will completely vanish from the deck. And now for the last king, the king of spades, all we have to do is we're going to do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, and just like that, the king of spades will be gone. But I don't think they're completely gone because, oh wait, here they are. Oh wait, but there's a card in between the kings. So we're gonna go ahead right now and take a look at what that card might be. And this card over here just so happens to be the 4 of spades, the spectator's freely selected card. So now the hard part of this trick wasn't really finding your card per se. I think the hardest part of this trick was actually finding the other 4s. And that's the trick, and now for the tutorial. Alright, so here's the tutorial for that trick you just saw. And I really like this trick because it can really just show to a spectator your skill with the deck of cards, and it can show you how great of a magician you really are. And this is an advanced card trick, mostly just because of the intense use of sleight of hand in this trick. But I think once you get all the moves down, I think it's just a really fun trick to do and perform to any spectator you really want to. So now I'm going to get into the setup for the trick and then how to perform the trick. So setup for the trick is you're going to need a normal deck of cards. There are no gimmicks in this trick. 4 kings, in whatever order you want them to. And then any 4 of a kind. I just like the 4 4s for some reason. I don't really know why. You can use jacks, queens, 5s, 10s, like you can use any 4 of a kind that you want to, but I just like the 4 4s. So, and the rest of the deck is, as I said, completely normal and it can be completely mixed up. So for the setup, you're just going to take the 4 4s and you're going to be forcing one of these 4s, and that's going to be the top 4. So you can choose whichever one you want to, but I just chose the 4 of spades. So that's going to be on top, the 4 4s right here, on top of the deck, okay? And then the kings can also just be on top of the deck, or you can just start out with them in your hand like this. So basically you just show that the 4 kings are going to help you out, and you just set them aside. So now here's where the real trick comes in, okay? So this is how to perform the trick. So what you're going to do is going to be a Riffle Force, where what I did was I swing cut the cards a ton, put my pinky in, and just kept cutting the cards like this. But I kept a break right here, which is right next to the 4s. So now what I did was a Riffle Force where no matter where they say stop, you're going to always just break it at the break and move that half to the top and show the top card they freely selected was the 4 of spades. So now what I did was I did something that you can also do in the ambitious card routine where I got a pinky break under the bottom card like this, and then I transferred to a thumb break. What I did was I swing cut the cards into my other hand. I used this packet and my thumb to peel off, and then use this packet to flip over the card. Your pointer finger is going to push forward like this, and as you flip over your wrist, you're actually going to be coming over with this pack, which has a thumb break. You're going to be dropping this card on top, just like this, and then you're going to be flipping over your wrist at the same time. So what's going to be happening is you have the card in thumb break. You're going to drop it and wrist kill like this. So there you have the 4. It looks like it's on top. You're going to use your pointer finger here to push it down and quickly flip your wrist over. And it looks like it's still the top card, but it's actually the second card. So what you're going to be doing is losing their card, which is actually just a random card now, into the deck. So what you do is you just slide it anywhere into the middle of this packet right here. Take this packet and actually just put it in the middle of all these cards. And then what that has done is absolutely nothing. Their selection is still on top, along with the other 3 4s. So that's what you want to end up in. So now you're going to get a break under the top card, which is their selection, the 4 of spades, and you're going to double undercut it to the bottom. So you get a thumb break and do a double undercut to the bottom, just like that. And if you're watching this video, you should probably already know how to do a double undercut. I'm not going to teach that in this video, but I will be teaching the other moves that you have to do. So now you're going to start vanishing the kings. So you can start out with any king. I like the king of diamonds, so you start out with it. I kind of like to flip over the card and then flip it back on top of the deck like this. So I use my thumb and pointer finger to just kind of flip it over and then just kind of let it fall onto the deck. And it just kind of shows like it's a normal card and there's nothing special about it. So now I did pretty much the same exact move that you just did in the beginning to lose the card into the deck. You're going to be doing that same dropping motion with this first vanish. So get a break under the bottom card, which is the selection. You're going to swing cut the cards over into your other hand like this, and all you're going to do is drop the card onto the king. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over and be like 1, 2, 3, and just drop the card, just drop it right here. And then from their point of view, it kind of looks like you vanished it. And then you can flip over both your hands to show it's not one of these cards. It doesn't really matter. Then you're going to take the pack right here in this hand, and you're going to move it on top because the king is right there, and you need that to be on top. So what you have now is the king here and the selection right here. And also, I think the other 3 4s are right there. So now what you're going to be doing is an Ernie's color change. So I use the king clubs next. I do the same kind of spin motion to show that it's a normal card. And now you're going to do the Ernie's color change, which is basically this, where you push the card forward, slide the card back, and then square up everything together. And it looks like the king vanished because you're covering it with this hand. You're going to slide it forward with your fingers, use the palm of your hand to slide that card down, and you're going to use your pointer finger right here to square up the king, and then just push the card forward, and then peel back and show that the card is completely gone. In the performance, I kind of had it like this, where it kind of flashed the king. I'll show you a little clip of that right now. Just like that. But you could pretty much just see that the king was kind of sticking out a little bit. So make sure when you're doing this, try to have everything as square as possible. So now what you have are the 2 bottom kings right here, and then the 4 of spades right there. So now what you're going to do is the Cardini Change, which I taught like I think 2 videos ago. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but do the twirling motion again, put it on top, and all you're going to be doing is the Cardini Change like that. So I'm just going to be using your pinky to flick off the card, and you're going to use your hand here to cover that motion, and you're just going to be bringing it to the bottom of the deck. Now what you're going to be doing secretly is you're going to be actually flipping over the card, and this is kind of like using a turnover pass-ish, not really, like a half pass actually, because all you're doing is just flipping over the bottom card like this. So that's all you're going to do. Get a break right here, and then use your pointer finger to curl under and flip over the card, and just try and be as secretive as possible. Now what you're going to be doing is a Herrmann Pass with the king of spades. So just get about half the cards. It doesn't really matter how much you get, because all you're going to be doing is a Herrmann Pass just like this, and I just taught that in my last video. So if you don't know how to do that, go and check that out. So now all you do is you spread through the cards, and the trick is almost done. You're almost done. So now you spread through the cards, set these cards down that don't have the kings in them. So now what you have here are the 4 kings, and the 4 of spades is right here, and now the other 3 4s are right here on top of the deck. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to spread through, showing, oh look, the 4 kings have sandwiched a card. You're going to be spreading off the next 3 cards and catching a break. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I kind of just put my middle finger there as I'm spreading to kind of separate them from the rest of the cards. And then I square up everything and I kind of lift it up so I can put my pinky in there. And now I have a break under this, under the 3 4s right here, okay? So now I'm going to take all the cards, set this half down, and I'm just going to peel off the first 4 cards, which are 3 kings and their selection, and you're going to show that it was their selection the whole time. This will already shock them. But now here comes the real kicker ending. So now what you're going to be doing is getting a break under the bottom card, transfer that to a thumb break. You're going to be doing the same dropping motion again, which I think is actually probably the most consistent move in this trick. You're going to be hold the cards in middle grip, first of all, like this. What you're going to be doing is peeling off the King of Hearts. Then you're going to take this card and drop it on top as you peel off the King of Spades. Then you're gonna be doing this as you're talking too. You're gonna be saying like, the hardest part of this trick wasn't finding your card. The hardest part of this trick was finding the other 4s. So now what you're gonna be doing is getting another thumb break under the bottom card of this hand right here. You're gonna be dropping it as you peel off the King of Clubs, and then this is already 2 cards, but just set it down as 1. And you've already just finished talking, and you say, the hardest part of this trick was actually, and then just quickly spread out the cards, and they'll just be like, whoa, what the heck? And then flip over your hand and show it was the other 4s. And then what you can do is you can take them out, show that they're just normal cards, and then show the 4 kings right after. So everything is totally normal. And that's the trick. Hopefully you guys liked that video. And I'm going to be posting Halloween video tomorrow. It's going to be kind of cool to watch to celebrate Halloween. So see you guys next time for that. So bye.